Russian soldiers move into the building and demand the Ukrainians lay down their arms. The Ukrainian troops are in a very tough spot. The TM-62 is an anti-tank mine. If triggered, it could heavily damage the building. The defenders must choose, hold their ground at high risk, or surrender and face the uncertainty. Make sure to subscribe for more action up ahead. It all began with this setup: light vehicles, ATVs, and motorcycles. The Russians attempt a fast breakthrough towards Ukrainian lines. This footage shows their breakthrough on motorcycles. They formed groups and launched a series of fast attacks. One of the groups had a motorcycle with a sidecar. A Ukrainian drone moves in to intercept. The rider spots the threat, he bails out. And the motorcycle is knocked out. The team keeps moving on. The road is littered with damaged motorcycles. Despite combined Ukrainian fire, they end up reaching the settlement. They take cover in the buildings. Next, regrouping, assessment, and assault. A Russian soldier starts moving towards the building. He and his group move spread out and fast. Drones from both sides monitor the area, ready to strike. Russian recon takes a basement, resting and prepping for their next move. But it's not that simple. The Ukrainians throw in a grenade. Meanwhile, a Russian scout with explosives gets under the building, tossing a charge inside and pulling back. The radio fills with garbled commands. Ukrainian electronic warfare is active. They cannot hold this position. The drone is coming back soon. So they push towards the building. Coming back at them is the same fighter who tossed the charge. The sky buzzes. Drones are all over. The camera catches a drone flying past. 4 Russians rush the building in turn. The first goes through a window and immediately falls through. Part of the floor has collapsed. The Russians shout for them to surrender. They announce the building is surrounded. Talks then begin. They threaten to use the TM-62. The defenders surrender.
Сколько человек? Сейчас скажу. Ложись. Проходи, проходи. Ходи, оружие. Тихо, контроль его. Сколько вас еще человек?
At that moment, a Ukrainian FPV hits the building. Operators knew their men were in the basement. That's why they made that call.
Стреляй, иди сюда быстро. Не стреляю. Все лежать. Лежать, говорю всем. Громя, бардак, привет, работу.
And here, the Russians make a tactical and important move. Along with the soldiers, they capture a radio station and, posing as Ukrainians, call for reinforcements. In this footage, a Ukrainian T-64 tank and a YPR-765 APC move out to help. They are heading straight into an ambush. Russian FPV drones strike the tank, and after several hits, it comes to a stop. The crew leaves the tank and takes cover in a building. Meanwhile, an assault group dismounts from the APC and begins moving towards the crew of the damaged tank. Every corner and every gap is carefully checked. But this is what the Ukrainians feared. The enemy has been spotted. The area is full of Russian recon groups. After a burst of fire and thrown grenades, the basement is destroyed. This sector is clear. Moving on.
Парни, я 300, парни, я 300.
The Russians hit the Ukrainians with artillery fire. One soldier is wounded and leaves the group. The Ukrainians move forward and find a house where the enemy has entrenched. One of the soldiers spots the enemy behind a door, a short burst and grenades. The Ukrainians clear the building. The task is done. Moving further. The troops must sweep the basements. In residential areas, it's the best place to hide from enemy artillery and drones. After an explosion in one of these shelters, Ukrainian troops hear coughing and offer a Russian soldier a chance to surrender.
Обещаем, будете жить, даю слово, быстрее выходите! Прямо с поднятыми руками выходите, будешь жить, обещаю! Все, вот там садись на колени садись!
Свои, пацан, свои!
The Ukrainians convince the Russians that they are fellow countrymen and coax them out.
Двигаться надо.
The first Russian soldier comes up to the surface.
Сейчас мы тебе оказываем помощь. Как позывной?
He is questioned to find out if there are others willing to surrender.
Спокойно.
Есть 9.
It turns out there are 6 of them. There are 4 more under the building. A Ukrainian soldier speaks with them and urges them to come out one by one, all to preserve their lives.
Там вход завален, тут только так влазить. Чё? Да, я уберу, как только увижу, что выбить стволо, потому что мне вот...
The footage shows a group of Russian servicemen deciding to surrender.
Мы вчера 6, ну считай 6 ровно. Остальные все.
One of them looks very young.
Все нормально. Сколько тебе лет? 19. Сюда. Присели. Все нормально.
One of them nervously asks a hard question.
Плен или сразу расход? Плен или сразу расход?
Плен.
Плен.
Ми не ви. Ми не ви.
From the Ukrainian soldiers' reply, it's clear they aim to preserve their lives and follow the rules. Disorder breaks out among the Russian soldiers. The first group is neutralized, the second has surrendered, and the third is surrounded. After a grenade attack, fire erupts from the basement. A second grenade. And the Ukrainians offer the enemy a chance to surrender. The situation is dire.
Давай туда, туда, туда. Автоматы, где ваш? Быстрее! Быстрее туда! Быстрее! Быстрее туда на! Все, уходим.
The Ukrainians take them to a safe place. This is the conclusion of this failed assault. At first, everything was going well for the enemy, but it changed in a flash and slipped out of control. Subscribe to our channel